live stream. I am a little disappointed today because my windshield did not get replaced the way it was supposed to. Evidently, he got here within the time window. He was early, and well, not early. He was on time, but they sent him the wrong windshield glass. So, yeah, it didn't work out. And part of the problem is that the VIN on the car, the vehicle identification number, doesn't have the information for the glass for the car. They used to put all the information in there, and my car doesn't have that. The VIN doesn't have that because they stopped doing that in like 1994. My car was built in 1997, so yeah. And our best guess is that this happened about the same time that they stopped stocking parts for cars that were more than 10 years old. That's just a guess, but I mean, it kind of made sense to us. So anyway, yeah, there was no windshield replaced on our car today. So they gotta wait and send him a new windshield. Hopefully they can find one. Roy was doing some research. He found a link to one, but of course they probably can't use that because it's Safelite and it's a franchise, so they probably have vendors that they have to go to. Again, just a guess, but that's usually what happens with a franchise. So yeah, I mean, it's more of an inconvenience because we have two cars at this point. And luckily both of our cars are paid for, which is really nice. But yeah, this car is old. It's a 98, so once it starts costing too much to maintain, it won't be around anymore, and we'll just go down to one car. My husband being retired makes that a little easier to do, a lot easier to do. And I don't drive to work other than during the tax season. So yeah, we're lucky that way, and this is just a little bit of an inconvenience, not a real horrible catastrophe. Neither one of us has to go anywhere on any schedule, so we'll just wait and see what happens. Like I said, and then when the guy called this morning to say that he was coming on his way over, he's like, "Did anybody tell you about our rust policy?" And we're like, "What's that?" Evidently, when they take the the cracked windshield out, if there's rust in the channel where they have to put the new windshield, they won't put it in. I'm like, then what? And well, as old as my car is, then it just gets junked. I'm like, oh, fabulous. But again, I've been preparing for this eventuality for a long time, for the last couple of years. You just never know what's going to happen. We've been able to keep the car going, and we've been able to afford to keep the car going, keep it maintained. But there's only so much you can do, and when it goes, it goes. I'm just, again, very fortunate that I don't have to commute on any regular basis. And my commute is, when I do have to go, is 15 minutes away. So, love that. Not even 15 minutes. It's probably more like 10 minutes from here to my cousin's tax office. So, I love that. Yeah, I'm not big on driving. The less I have to drive, the happier I am. I drive for convenience sake because I don't want to take public transportation. Uh, because I don't want to be on anybody else's schedule. That's why I have a driver's license and that's why I drive. Um, Other than that, I wouldn't care to drive. When we go any distance, Roy's the one who drives. I'm the navigator and he drives. I'm the navigator with the GPS in my hand. If I had to depend on a map, like a physical map, yeah, that wouldn't happen. So I print out directions when I get directions to go someplace we haven't been. I'll print them out in case the GPS decides it doesn't want to work. But yeah, I don't drive any more than I absolutely have to. So anyway, that's about what's going on for today. My husband went to the tailor to get the pants that he had altered for his suits, because we're going to that event on Thursday night and he needed his suit. And so yeah, he tried on his suit pants and had to get them altered, so he just picked those up, so he'll have them for, he has a couple of choices of which suit to wear for Thursday night. Yeah, so other than that, just not much else going on. I won't be on tomorrow. My cousin, the CPA, he's taking us out for a Christmas luncheon to say thank you for working so hard for him all year. We don't work that hard, but he's really nice and good about saying thank you in a very generous way. So I had found out about that this morning. So yeah, that's at 1 o'clock my time tomorrow afternoon. So yeah, I probably will not be on here tomorrow. But I'm looking forward to hanging out, having a nice lunch. And that's about it for today. So you guys have a great day, and I hope soon that they'll get the proper windshield for us, just so that it gets done and off our plate. And we'll talk to you again later. Goodbye.